If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Or still, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's interesting. Well, and we've seen, you know, some of the other retailers here in the U.S., like the Andersons, who have a couple stores, and how their Chicago store was shut down basically for the last year and a half. So, you know, I imagine that would be, you know, difficult to sustain if it was your only store, you know, to be able to remain open. The COVID has put a very difficult task on small businesses, and you know, it's a blessing.
Actually, the good thing for me with COVID was that I get a great deal with my landlord, because negotiating a lease during COVID.
Was it with your mother? Oh, okay. That's awesome. How are things in the Netherlands? Are they, you know, obviously in America we're dealing with, you know, it's fluctuating cases. Netherlands is
it's more or less the same. Now they will open up everything next month, I think. No, next week. Next week they will open up everything. So then we will just go back to normal. No masks, no distance between people. So everything should be okay again. Good. I don't know if that will be true or not, or that we will have a new press conference within a week saying that everything went bad and we have to lock down again. But hopefully it's under control now and we can live our lives again and visit pen shows, because that's the Dutch pen show is planned for next month. So it was really, you know, depending on the situation of COVID here, if it could go on or not. So that's why I'm really happy of.
Joost, do you, when you attend the pen shows, are you just attending them, or are you actually a vendor in those pen shows?
Well, the Dutch pen show in Utrecht we organize, so I have to be there. And the DC pen show, that was like my first US pen show that I visited. And at the Boston pen show, that was last weekend, we had a table over there, but because we did the moving of the store the week before, it was too much for me to also bring pens to the show and everything. So we just had flyers and told everybody to just visit the store. And, you know, we have our own pen show every day in the store. So they just have to visit us.
What are you planning to attend the London pen show? I understand Dave might be there.
I think Dave is at every pen show, right?
Not necessarily everyone, but yeah, no. London, yes.
Yeah, London, yes.
But London has like 5 pen shows or something, right?
No, we got 2. So we have the spring one in March, early March, and then we have the autumn sort of fall one, which is October. So, but this year we had the March moved to July because of COVID. So, so it's just July and October this year, then it goes back to March and then October next year.
I like it. So having 2 shows in a year, I think that's a good idea.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
It means you have less money to spend, though. That's the problem.
That's true. That's true.
They have the one man. Do they have the one man pen show at the Dutch show? Does the Sarge?
Yes. I talked with Sarge, and of course it's depending on his private situation. But if everything is okay, he will be there. So
does he drinks his drink like this with his little?
Yes, of course.
Hey, Joost, got a question for you. What is the
wait. I have one question more for Dave. Dave, will you attend the Dutch pen show?
I probably will at some point. It's obviously with COVID and everything else that's going on, and I've been meaning to actually for a few years. I've been asked a number of times to attend, and I think to the German one as well, and to some of the US pen shows. It's just really the logistics of obviously flying out and getting there, and but yeah, it would be great.
But you can get a car. You can get a car to the Dutch pen show.
Yeah. Yeah, I could actually just drive through the Eurotunnel, couldn't I? Yeah, and drive.
No,
all the
but you
way.
can get a car. You can drive through the tunnel to Calais and
Yeah.
then up
Oh,
north.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
If the tunnel under the
Yes.
That's how I always go.
Under the river, Tony.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, that would actually be good. Actually, yeah, that's something I have thought about. Actually,
So no
So-
excuses for you anymore, Dave.
no,
I
I will
will
have.
see you. I will see you next month.
Unfortunately, it won't be this year, but
Okay.
maybe next year though. Yeah, I'll see
It
what I
would be
can.
great.
It would be good to meet up, and you've got to come to London as well, because
Of
London
course.
is a very big show, either March or October. That would
The
be
tunnel-
Annabelle comes.
What
Annabelle
October?
comes.
Which October?
So it would be this October. It's the 10th of October, so it's 2 weeks time. So it's not far away now. But normally it's around about the 10th of the month. So 10th of October, 10th of March, around about those dates. So
But I think traveling from the Netherlands to the UK is really dangerous right now because we have to do 2 weeks quarantine or something like that.
they're actually abolishing that. So
Yeah.
so I'm not sure if Netherlands is in the red list of countries, but
We are definitely red. We are
Okay.
definitely red. We're really dangerous.
but in
What's
that
us?
case, then yes, it might be a quarantine.
Yeah.
But if they're abolishing the amber, so it will just be green and red. So if you can get out of red, you'll be in green. So that will be good. So
True.
and the tunnel goes both ways, correct?
yes,
Okay.
yes, unless a train gets stuck in it, and then we're having problems.
A question for Heron. Heron, is India, I know that you guys have had you guys have had some problems with the virus. Is everything safe there?
Yeah, now the situation is under control, and as far as a few cities concerned, they are in the somewhere in trouble. But rest of the India is now going good. Still, we have not back to the normal life. Still, physical distance is there. Mask is compulsory. If we have not wear the mask, then I need to pay at least $20 for each time. If cops will catch me, then I have to pay $20. And as far as metro cities is concerned, like Mumbai, Delhi, and few others, they are now back to normal. Where I'm living, it's now back to normal.
Good.
So the situation is good, yeah. And last week, we have made a record, like vaccination number was like around more than 200,000 numbers each day. So it's quite big numbers. The vaccination program is going very fast here.
Good. Good. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's interesting. Hey, Joost, question for you on the Mont Blanc. Dave makes fun of me because I have Dave got me buying Visconti. So I've got a large Visconti collection. And then I got, for some reason I started purchasing some Mont Blanc. And I fell in love with this writer's edition. So I've got more than I should have.
You got
I have
20.
more than I should have. And so now every time the new one comes out, I'm interested. And I watched your video, on the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the various ones. And do you notice that writer series is still going strong like it has been? Is it a good line for that Mont Blanc?
It's one of the most popular lines, actually. The Patron of Art lines that started in 1992 that will have their last edition next year. So actually, it's an edition that exists out of two people that I also did in the past. But the writer's edition is still going strong. So if you collect this writer's edition, yeah, that costs you a lot of money.
Well, yeah, I'm not getting the limited, unfortunately. I can't. Yeah, I'm just a musician, so I.
No, but still, there will be coming a lot of more editions out. So you still, if you have to collect them all, it will be expensive.
They're beautiful pens.
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
wonderful writers. I'm glad you carry that line. There's a lot of fakes, Mont Blanc fakes out there, as there are on all of the pens. And I'm sure that you run across that. The one thing that's nice about Appelboom and brick and mortars and vendors like yourselves that are authorized dealers, that if you're going to get the proper pen and not a fake.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I think it's also a huge compliment, for brands if their pens are faked. That means that they're popular and that they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
So hopefully for Heron that the Magna Carta pens will also be faked soon. So that means that they're doing a great job, right?
Hey, the Chinese are working on it.
No, it's already started. Like some Chinese company has copied my acrylic colors. Like I cannot reveal the name, but they already have started.
Yeah.
Really? So they already started with copying you. So that's a great thing, right?
Well,
yeah. They have not copied the model, the design, but the acrylic, like the colors which comes with Leonardo and few others. So they have already started, like a few of colors of mine and Leonardo both.
You guys are both familiar with Salvatore, Joost. My question is, what does he feel like when Moonman comes out with a pen that if you hold it next to a Momento Zero, which I've got both, and you can't tell them apart, almost can't tell them apart?
Yeah, well, I cannot speak for Salva, of course, but Salva is a great guy, and he was, the company it's his baby, so it's really, I can imagine that he was really furious when he first saw that. And well, you know what Kaweco did lately? They just how do you say that in English?
Sued or brought a...
No, they trademarked the name of the brand that copied them in Europe. So that brand had to rename their entire brand for all their European all the products that they sell in Europe. Yeah.
In fact, Quaco now owns the Moonman trademark in Europe. I read about it.
Yes, true.
Well, Moonman has done the same with Mont Blanc. They with their line of pens. Is it maybe it's not Moonman? What's the one that's making the Mont Blanc copies? It might
Jinhao?
No, it's not the Jinhao. Dave, help me out here. The ones that are there's maybe it is, or it might be Pen BBS. I'm not sure that they come out with the Mont Blanc like the with the serpent, the Rouge Noir, the pens that you can buy for $25. They're copies.
Yeah, I've got one of them, and it writes really well, actually.
And it's a copy. What is the make? Who's the maker of that?
It's a Moonman. It's a Moonman.
Okay, so they're doing it to everyone. Moonman is indiscriminate in their copyright. Yeah.
And this is a Mont Blanc I got from them.
That's a Mont Blanc you got from them? Yeah, I see that. Okay.
They forgot to put the little white thing up there.
The star, yeah, the star, the snow cap.
I paid $12 for it.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
That's gorgeous. Yeah. Tony, you need one.
Yeah, no, I don't need one of those.
Yeah,
well, I will say, yeah, it's too short for me. Well, so your relationship. So you're going to be in America on occasions. How often, Joost?
Yeah, so my plan is to be in Boston like every 6 weeks, more or less, every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the how busy it is, of course. But that's my plan. But I have 2 little children. They also want to have some attention. So yeah, I have to make some choices some now and then. And yeah,
they grow.
I try to be there as often as possible. But we have a great staff over there working, and I have contact with them on a daily basis. There, if they have a question that they don't know because of the time difference, I'm always awake when they're in the store. So that's great. So if they have any problem, they will call me to solve it. So that's no problem at all.
Well, Bill has a question. I don't know if you see that. Who will be handling the nib tuning in the Boston store? Since I think you're
yeah, for now. So we offer this nib service that's done by Annabelle Hiller. She's great. She is one of the best nib specialists in Europe, and that's not something that I tell, but I got that feedback from other customers and also from other nib specialists who actually sent stuff to her to have it solved. So, you know, that's a good way to see how good someone is. For now, she's doing all the nib work for Appelboom. So if you have a problem with your nib and you ship it to Boston, it will be forwarded to the Netherlands, where Annabelle take a look at it, and then we return it. So all the nib work for now will be done by Annabelle Hiller.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, folks, anybody on here that wants to ask Appelboom a question?
Do you have a question for me, Larry?
Yeah, I did have a question for you. What is the hardest pen right now selling out of your stores?
The hardest pen to
The
sell?
hardest pen, the most popular
The hardest,
pen.
the
Yeah.
best one. Well, actually, the Leonardo came out last week, right? With the Momento Zero Grande
Magico?
the primary manipulation.
Oh yeah.
With the
Yeah.
Brooks material, like those. Yeah, if you're not paying attention and you don't visit our website for one day, they're sold. It's so fast, it's crazy. If they come out with a new pen with a new Brooks material, it's sold before I even know that it's launched. So fast it is.
Wow.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's so popular.
got one of
I got
those.
emails
got one
before
of
I
those
got the
ordered.
email from Salvatore, like, we have a new pen. I already got an email from customers. I want that pen. So it's crazy. I don't know how they even know it.
Wow.
Huh.
Grover, you say you
I said I got lucky. I got one of those before it disappeared. I was at my desk in my office to do lunch, and the there immediately appeared. I placed the order immediately, and by the time that I ate lunch and looked back, because there was two different kinds that came out, and I said, well, I may order the other one too. Well, it was already gone.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy.
those things are hot. It's almost impossible to even get one. Really.
Yeah.
I was just lucky.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well,
You have one, Tony? You have
no,
one,
I
Leonardo?
just want to make a comment to you. I want to thank on behalf of all of us. I so enjoy how you visit with the CEOs of these companies, like the Aurora, and I think you did Coeco just recently, and
Yeah,
you've done
thank you.
next month we have Dante on one of these Zooms, which is
Oh,
going to
great.
be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Dante, he can just, you ask him one question, he will talk the entire evening.
It's an Italian thing. Look at this. It's an Italian thing. We can't stop.
Dante is great. Have you seen his video of his top 3 pens?
Yes.
Those weren't 3.
I know. I know it's a big long list. It was like,
No, but it was great, let him talk about his history through fountain, because he's like a big shot in the fountain pen world. So it was really great to see him talk about everything what he has done for the writing community. That's great.
all right. Yeah, and you also did the Scribo. I remember you going to and doing the interview with the owner of Scribo.
Yeah, with Luca Baglione.
Luca,
Yes.
yeah. I know Dave knows Luca as well.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, he got me to buy a couple Scribo. You bastard! You're terrible.
Right.
It wasn't just for
Dave,
companies,
you're
was
not
it?
Italian, right? Are you?
No, I'm British.
But you just love the country.
Yes. Well, I love the pens. Love the pens.
What's wrong with
Only
our
the
country?
pens?
Sorry?
Only the pens, or?
The country as well, but
How about
pens-
Sophia Loren? Sophia Loren, Gina Lollobrigida. Come on.
No, definitely the pens. So Visconti.
The Zoom meeting is recorded, so he cannot answer that question.
Dave's in
comment.
trouble. He's in trouble already. Well, but But no, I do appreciate that, Joost. I know about everybody else, but I watch those because it fascinates me. These manufacturers that we all know and love, and to get the backstory like you've gotten with the CEO of Coeco. What an interesting story, that guy.
Yeah, Michael is also a great guy. The thing is, I have access to those people and they're really interesting, but I don't know why, but most of the brands don't really use them as like the face of their brand. I don't know why, because they're great people, but most of them are just hidden behind their desks, and I want to take them out of their desks and put them in front of a camera and let them tell their story, because they're great creative minds. And I think that everybody should hear their stories.
Mm-hmm.
I know Michael very well. I have worked with the Michael, and in fact, in his factory, everybody's tell them his pet name is like idea fountain. Everybody tell him idea fountain. So whenever he do create anything, it was like awesome.
Yeah, he told me that he most of the time he has crazy ideas in his head, but he's not able to put it on paper because it's just it's stuck there.
Yeah. Apart from writing instrument, he do a lot of stuff like he supplies so many others component to the industry where we need precision needed. So first time I have meet him in Hanover show where the engineering component is going on, and then we have made so many things for him, like a few pencils mechanism. I have done it, and now he has stopped it, but I have done good good business with him. And as far as whenever I was in Frankfurt show, so every time we have at least lunch or dinner once in a exhibition period.
Yeah. No, Michael is great.
Yeah. This idea fountain.
Joost, do you ever, a lot of vendors will work with manufacturers to create a pen, joint venture. Like I know maybe Chatterley, Brian Greer will do that and have the Chatterley pen from Leonardo. Do you do any of that, or do you have any manufacturers?
No, well, the story behind it is I got requests from manufacturers, I think every week, that they want to do a special edition with me or whatever. But my answer is always the same. I don't like to create store exclusives because I think it's not fair to other retailers. So I prefer to do like I'm okay with doing like special editions for specific areas. So, for example, a Northern American special edition, or US exclusive, or one for the Netherlands. I'm fine with that, but not for store exclusive, because I think it's not fair to the other retailers that I am making all the profit with a pen that just a different color is than another color, and then I claim all that profit on that particular color. I don't like that idea. I'm more a guy like sharing, doing it with a group of other retailers, and also give them the opportunity to sell a certain pen in orange or in green or whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Nice, great thought, huh? Good idea.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah. Larry?
Joost, do you think that Mont Blanc on the 149 will ever put out a different color besides the black?
Well, not last year. A few years ago, they did it with the 146 already, with the Le Petit Prince line, right, in dark blue. So well, maybe it's Mont Blanc is a really traditional company, and it will be a big step for them. But maybe one day. They're now already starting with specialty nibs, so that's a good thing.
Right.
But hopefully something else.
Like a burgundy
as well.
The burgundy would be a beautiful color on a 149. Like they do on the 146.
They used to have it on the 146, the burgundy. I've got one of them. I bought them I think it was the 90s, and I still have it. But then they quit making.
Oh,
And then the John F. K is just a really nice Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
I really like that pen. That's a beautiful pen. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that one.
I had that one and sold it within a week. Only not because I didn't love the pen. Dave's laughing because, this is part of what we talked about having brick and mortar. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it. I got an extremely good deal on it, brand new, and I purchased it and I was excited. And when I was a little boy, I was probably 5 years old when he got assassinated. I remember that day, even at 5 years old. And, so I get the pen, I get it at home. It will not post. It's not going to post. And I look at this. I've got big meat hooks. I need a big pen. So I could not find it. It was never comfortable. It was always too short. It didn't feel comfortable in the hand. I did everything I could, putting rubber bands around. Finally, I said, I love this pen, but I can't write with it. And in the end, that's what a pen is all about. Had we had a brick and mortar store, I could have gone in and tried it out first. Well, we do have one. We do have one here in Kansas City, but they didn't have a John F. Kennedy. So I ended up selling it to someone and it got a good home. I got, but that's rare that I get a pen like that. But if I'd had an Appelboom here in Kansas City, I could go in and, try it out.
Yeah. Too bad we weren't there.
Yeah.
But at least you did found a good home for it. So that's,
Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
And maybe you could even make a little profit on it if you had such a great deal on it, right?
Well, I basically wanted to get my money back. I figured I'd pass that on to someone else, if they wanted to get it. But it was I'm not disappointed with any of my Mont Blanc. I've got a big stash of them and I love them all.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, folks. Any other questions? Speak or forever hold your peace.
Well, I got to say that your children are very well behaved. I haven't heard one cry yet, Joost.
Yeah, no, they're downstairs now. I think they will go to bed in about 5 to 10 minutes, something like that.
All right.
But then they will come up. But they know that I have a call, so.
Okay.
So, Joost, on your new store in Boston, you want to let the people know how to get in touch with them and their store hours or anything like that? Because some people have asked me about the store in Boston.
Well, all the information can be found on the website. So the opening hours are daily from 10 till 4 o'clock, from Monday to Saturday. And I don't know the phone number from my head, but it's on the website. Yeah. And if you want to email them directly, you can send an email to boston@appelboom.com. And otherwise, you can also send it to info@appelboom.com. Then it ends up with me, and then I respond to that. So,
okay. All right.
And everybody should visit, of course.
Of course, yeah, and bring your pocketbook with you too. Yes,
yeah. And we also have
we
also have the strobe in the store, so that's also a good reason to visit, right?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Walter just posted the link to your website.
Thank you, Walter.
All right, for Walter. Yeah. Wow. Anything else? And Bill, you've been quiet up there. Is it because we can't hear you or what?
Yeah.
No,
still can't.
No, I think you have a malfunction up there, buddy.
Write us a letter, Bill. We'll pass it on. Well, I want to tell you how it's been an extreme pleasure to have you here, Joost. Have you here join us all the way from the Netherlands, and here and all the way from India. Thank you both for being part of this. I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And actually getting Dave out of bed, he's normally asleep by this time. Having him join us as well from all over the world.
Yeah, and I also want to thank both Aaron and Joost for being on today. I mean, two big ones. Two of my favorites are on right now, and to be on here, it's an honor to have both of you on, really. And of course,
it was a great honor, to hang out with you guys. I hope Grover, his wife, didn't bankrupt him, but
she just delivered the goods and gone to another store. So,
oh no, you're in trouble. You are a lawyer. He's a lawyer.
I'm ordering that pen off of you tonight. So,
Joost, don't worry about it. He's a lawyer, Joost. Don't worry.
Okay. He will manage. He will manage. No, guys, seriously, it was great meeting with you guys and talking, and also see some faces behind some names. So that's also really good. And well, yeah, hopefully we'll see each other soon.
Sure.
There's
Again,
one,
Bill,
there's one thing I'd
great
like to
having you,
add.
Darren from Monte Carlo. Again, you guys could make it. We got to do it again. All right, guys, are y'all ready to go?
There's
Yep.
one
Bye.
thing I'd like to add though.
Everybody,
Take care, guys.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye, bye.
bye.
See ya.
Bye, Mr. Dave. Bye.